everyone. If you've been struggling with low energy and just can't seem to shake the fatigue, no matter how much sleep, rest, or fuel you give your body, you might be missing a crucial link, and that's constipation. Most people never make this connection, but I see it in my clients every single day. And if you tried all the usual fixes for energy, but nothing seems to work, I want you to stick around. And if you're new here, my name is Erin Harner. I am a gut health, IBS, and SIBO dietitian and coach. So let's jump right in. I want you to drop a 1 in the comments if you deal with constipation, a 2 if fatigue is your biggest struggle, or a 3 if you're battling both fatigue and constipation. Because today I'm going to break down exactly why these two issues are connected and what you can do about it without resorting to quick fix solutions that just don't actually work long term. So let me tell you about my client, Sarah. So she was doing everything right. She was eating well, she was taking her vitamins, she was exercising. But by 2 p.m. every single day, she felt completely drained. Her doctor told her she was fine because her blood work looked normal and maybe she just needed more sleep, right? Go home and sleep. It's what they all say. But here's what no one had pieced together. Sarah had been constipated for years. She thought going every 3 to 4 days was totally normal. It was her normal, but it's not normal. Once we addressed her digestion and got things moving, her energy transformed in just a few weeks. It was pretty wild, actually. She called me and said, I haven't felt this good since college, all because we fixed what was happening in her gut, right? It made a huge difference for her energy. So let's talk about how constipation creates an energy crisis in the body. Here's what's actually happening in your gut when you're constipated and what happens in your body. So when stool sits in your intestines for too long, toxins that should be eliminated, your bowels are like taking out the trash. The toxins that should have been eliminated get reabsorbed into the bloodstream. This overloads your liver, and this liver stagnation and liver overload causes sluggishness and brain fog, right? Really depresses energy. Also, there's nutrient factors here as well. So if we have nutrients like iron and B12 that are very important for energy, they are critical for energy. And they're not properly absorbed when your gut is super backed up if you're constipated. So your gut microbiome also gets thrown off, which is a key factor that a lot of people don't pay any attention to. So when your gut microbiome gets imbalanced, this reduces serotonin and dopamine production, which largely happen in the gut. So these are neurotransmitters that affect energy and mood. And most of them are produced in the gut. So if our gut microbiome gets thrown off, it throws off the whole mood energy production pathway as well. There's also 3 warning signs that your fatigue might be gut related. So how do you know if your fatigue is actually linked to constipation? Let's go through these 3 big red flags. The first one is you wake up tired even after you've had a full night's sleep. Why is that? This happens because overnight, your body should be detoxifying, but instead of detoxifying, it's dealing with a backlog of waste toxins that are just getting reabsorbed back into your body from your digestive tract. Remember, your stool is supposed to be the trash. Your body needs to take out the trash. And if you're constipated, if you're backed up, it's going to lead to problems with overburdening the liver, overburdening the body with toxins. If you're not taking out the trash, it's got to go somewhere so it gets reabsorbed back into circulation. The next big red flag is brain fog that just won't go away no matter how much caffeine or cups of coffee you drink in the morning. So when your liver is overworked from toxin recirculation, mental clarity definitely suffers. No amount of coffee is going to override the toxic buildup. And the third red flag that I see is daily energy crashes, especially in the afternoon, like what happened with my client, Sarah. So if you're hitting a hard wall at 2 to 3 p.m., your body's diverting energy towards digestion instead of fueling you. What's going on here? Now let's jump into the quick fixes that don't work. If you've tried fixing your energy but nothing helps, it might be because of these common mistakes. The first one I see pretty often with clients is actually adding fiber to try and fix gut motility without actually fixing the gut motility problem first. Fiber can actually make constipation worse if your system isn't working properly or moving properly. It's like putting more cars into a traffic jam. It's not going to work. No matter how many cars you add, you're still contributing to the traffic jam. So we've got to get things moving first before adding large quantities of fiber. The next thing that is often touted as a quick fix is trying random probiotics. So probiotics can be wonderful for constipation, but the wrong strains can actually slow motility and create more problems. Some of those strains of probiotics can actually contribute to bacteria that ferment more undigested foods in your gut, which can further slow gut motility. So it's really important when we're thinking about probiotics to make sure that we're matching the right strains for the right thing. So if we're thinking about constipation, Trying random probiotics might not help, but if we do targeted probiotics, it might be something that could help you. Also, we don't want to rely on food eliminations instead of addressing the gut dysfunction. So cutting out food after food after food isn't going to actually fix the real issue if waste isn't moving through your system. We need to address motility first, from top to bottom. We got to take out the trash to boost your energy before we really do much of anything else. Now I want to share with you a 3-step solution to get your digestion and energy back up. And these are 3 steps I often share with my clients that can make a really big difference, both for the constipation and for the energy. So the first one I call the morning hydration ritual. This is as simple as heating up some water. Could be warm, it could be hot, and you're going to squeeze half a lemon into the water. You're going to add a pinch of really good quality sea salt, like a Celtic sea salt or a red mineral sea salt. And this is going to help stimulate the bowels. Okay, the warm water, the lemon helps with the liver and the gallbladder, and the salt can help with electrolyte balance, all of which help with digestion and motility. So this is a secret weapon that's very, very simple, something that you might already have at home in your kitchen. You probably have water, good quality water ideally. You probably have lemons. If you don't, you can buy some, and some good quality sea salt. Really, really simple, but it can really help get things moving. And the lemon also supports liver detoxification, which is an added bonus. The minerals from the sea salt also help provide key minerals that are essential for gut motility, like a little bit of magnesium, a little bit of zinc, right? They're really, really helpful. Next up, we do this something called the strategic post-meal movement. This can be really simple. It does not have to be complicated. Basically, what I'm talking about here is after every meal, you're just going to take a 5-minute walk. Right? Get your body moving. This triggers what's called the gastrocolic reflex, which signals to your intestines to move food along to help with peristalsis. And this simple habit can improve motility by as much as 30% with just a 5-minute walk after each meal. And it doesn't have to be like you go outside and you take a walk around the block, or you go put on your hiking boots and you take a walk in nature. That's wonderful, but it's not always necessary. Just 5 minutes can make a huge difference in how you feel in your digestive system, and it can also be a great energy and mood booster too. One thing that I like to do at home if I'm working from home is after I eat, I will go to the bathroom on a different floor. So we have 3 floors in our house, and we have 3 different bathrooms. So I will pick a different floor and go to the bathroom on a different floor, or take a walk outside, or just do some laps around the house. Whatever you can do to get your body moving after you eat can be hugely helpful. It only has to be 5 minutes. All right, the next one, and this is one of my favorites. This is called 4-7-8 breathing, and it helps reset your gut and calm down your nervous system so that you can actually drop into rest and digest. Because if we're super stressed, if we're in that sympathetic state, we're not going to rest and digest very well. And what happens is energy gets diverted away from our digestive organs to the fight or flight reflex. We want to run from the lion. We don't want to just slow down and digest our food. So it's really, really important when we're thinking about this to calm down, to eat slowly, to calm our nervous system when we're thinking about eating. And that way we're going to get the best digestion possible and the best energy utilization from the food that we're eating. And also it helps move things through a little better and increases our energy. So if you're just not chewing, if you're just shoveling the food in, slow down. And one way that you can slow down is by doing 4-7-8 breathing before you eat. So one of my favorite things to do before I eat is to just sit down in my chair, feet on the floor, and do simply 1 minute of this breathing exercise. So this is how you do it. You're going to breathe in for 4, inhale for 4 through your nose. You're going to hold for 7 seconds. And then you're going to exhale slowly for 8 counts through your mouth. In through your nose, out through your mouth. And you're going to hold for 7 seconds, breathe out for 8 seconds. Let's do it just one time together so you can get the hang of it. Okay? So we're going to inhale for 4 seconds. Hold. Breathe out for 8. And it's as simple as that. You just repeat that a few times and you'll get to a minute. What this does, this controlled breathing, is it helps activate your parasympathetic nervous system by activating the diaphragm and the vagus nerve. And the vagus nerve, when it gets activated, it tells your body to calm down. helps you drop into rest and digest. And this is especially helpful if you're stressed or you're running around or you're distracted, to help you be like, okay, I'm eating now. I'm ready to eat. My body is preparing for the food that I'm about to eat so that it can absorb and utilize those nutrients and not divert attention away to the other limbs so that you can run away from the lion. You don't want to run away from the lion while you're eating your dinner. So drop into that parasympathetic nervous system can really make a big difference in getting energy from the food that you're eating. And it can also help with constipation and improve motility because you are calming down and allowing your body to secrete digestive enzymes and do hydrochloric acid and all the other things that are necessary for proper digestion, which helps motility. So if you're dealing with constipation and fatigue, and you don't just have to deal with it, okay? I put together a free guide. It's called How I Got Rid of Constipation, which walks you through my exact process to restore gut function and energy. So if you want that, drop constipation in the comments below or click the link and I'll send it straight to you. This is the exact method I use with clients over and over again to regain their energy and finally feel like themselves again. Many see changes in as little as a week. It can be really, really fast. And some of these tips and strategies that I shared with you in this video will help you get started right away as well. So don't let constipation drain your energy and your life. Comment now, grab the guide, and let's get you feeling better. We'll see you in the next one.